Hey everybody, thanks for downloading the show. As promised, joining me right now is the newest member of the We Don't Have Cookies family, which I'm pretty sure I said that last time. She will have her own segment called Rhoda Young reporting live soon. She was just on Tosh Point Rho this week to talk about her viral video. It's the one and only Rhoda Young. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. I think listeners
Yes.
would be surprised if I announced it was somebody else, since I said you had your own segment called Rhoda Young Reporting Live. If I would have said, and now here's Candace Cameron. What the hell? Why is she doing Rhoda Young segment?
That'd have been funny.
She just reports on what you report on. That's the whole thing. When did the people from Tosh Point Rho contact you about doing the show?
Oh, let me see. It was like a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago. They called me and asked me, did I mind coming out?
How long did it take for you guys to film everything? Because you had a whole segment of the show from commercial to commercial.
4 hours.
4 hours.
Yes, it was 4 hours to do that. So it was a lot of doing it over, starting over, cut, start over, cut, start over. So yeah.
What was Daniel Tosh like to work with?
He was awesome. He was actually amazing. I had a really great time with him. Tosh he's so down to earth. He's just like you wouldn't know that he was somebody like a star or rich. He was just so down to earth. The same way he is on TV is the same way he is in person.
That's nice to know, because it looked like
Yeah,
you guys were just having fun and just kind of hanging out, you know?
yeah.
Were the questions that he asked you, did you guys rehearse those beforehand? Or you said there was a lot of cuts and going back and filming things. Is that part of it?
No, the interview was all natural. So that was
Okay.
just him asking me questions, and I was just naturally responding to him. But like when I walked in, I suppose it came in and said, "Hey, what's all this equipment? What's going on in here?"
Uh-huh.
Some things was like performed, but the question was more just me.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
it looked like you were given just your real answers, because I've talked to you quite a few times now, and I think we have talked more off of the show than on the show.
Yes, we do.
But
Yes, we do.
I could just tell that you're either a great actress or you were totally being yourself. So,
That's what everybody was calling. Like, girl, you can act. I was like, what I do? I was answering questions.
and I thought it was really cool that they included your husband Steven on the show. I'm sure if people watched the show, they clearly saw it. But not only did they cover what the news story of you covering the accident that he was in, they also had him as the cameraman, and I thought that was really nice of them to do that.
Yeah, because I didn't know they were gonna give Steven that much airtime. Because when we did the show, they only gave him like let's say 30 minutes airtime. So I
Mhm.
was like, when the show came on, I was like, wow, they really did they research and put Steven in a lot of it. So that was great.
Yeah, and I gotta
Mhm.
ask, because there were a couple of times where it looked like they might have trimmed the scenes down a little bit.
Mhm.
When it started and Tosh patted his shoulder and Steven looked over at him, it looked like he was going to say something, but for time they cut that part out.
It might have been cut right there when Tosh touched him on the shoulder. Steven said he was just so shocked because he said Tosh hit him on the shoulder so hard, he like jumped around and looked like, whoa.
That's so funny, because when he did it, I was watching the show and I saw Steven turn so quick. He looked really shocked.
Yeah.
And it's awesome to know that was a genuine reaction.
Yeah, he was like, whoa.
Because that's why I thought, well, he must be getting ready to say something, because he just had this look on his face. That's great.
Steven was really shocked, like, whoa, like, hey, you me too hard. He's so sensitive. So if you touch it, he fell down and stuff. So I'm like, oh, okay. Mm.
My favorite line of the whole show was when he asked you who your favorite news reporter was, and you said, "I'm not really into news and stuff. I'm just into being nosy." And I love that.
And it's the truth. I really They don't care about the news. I'm more nosy than anything. I just have to happen to have a camera with me, which makes it funny, you know?
Uh-huh. And the last time you were on the show, we went over this. You said that you're just naturally funny. You don't try to be funny. It just
Mm-mm.
comes out. And that was just a line. You weren't trying to be funny or a smart ass. You just said it, and it was funnier than anything else they had you do. It cracked me up.
It was true. I don't know the news people. Let me see. I'm just nosy.
And it also made me laugh because that was the same answer you gave me on the last episode I had you on when I
Mhm.
asked who your favorite comedian was. Because
It's like,
you're going to be performing at the Funny Bone coming up, and I was trying to get into that, and I thought, man, the two things that I see you doing the most is the news and starting into comedy, and
right.
you don't watch either of them.
I don't do either of them. And matter of fact, I'm on my way to Funny Bones tonight just to go and, observe. So she was like, "Better come out and watch the comedians and get some hints, some pointers." I was like, okay. I remember I was saying, I don't watch, I don't do comedians, but
Yeah.
I said, Rhoda, if you want to be successful, you got to keep pushing. You got to
Hmm.
keep pushing. So actually I'm on my way there after I get the phone with you. So yes.
Well, the big thing that you guys filmed was called the Rhoda Report. Instead of doing a recap of your Facebook videos on the show, I think we should do a segment called the Rhoda Report on here where you get a couple of minutes and you just talk about whatever you want. Would you be up for that?
Oh, that'd be nice. Yes.
Okay. And I also have to ask before we move on to the next topic, what did you think about him opening up the segment with you by calling you Boost Mobile's Barbara Walters?
I went back and listened to that thing on thing 3, 4 times. I said, what the hell did he just say? I said, he said the Boost Mobile damn phone. I said, how he know? I would say, Tosh, you're wrong. It ain't Boost Mobile, it's Cricket. I do have a cheap phone service, so I wouldn't know how the hell he knew.
Well, you got a hell of a mic to go with your phone, that's for sure. 'Cause you
Thank
look
you.
like a total pro out there. It's phenomenal. Which
Thank
I'll have to ask
you.
you about what kind of mic you have when we get off the air. But
Okay.
going
Can I
back
tell
to
you something?
yeah,
I'm gonna tell you about that microphone.
okay.
It do come with a wire and it goes into the phone, but you have to buy a special adapter. But when the camera is turned like facing one way, you can hear real good, but when it's facing the opposite way,
Uh-huh.
people really can't hear me. So the man at the camera shop say, just take the damn cord off of it. That's how it's gonna work. You don't need the word, just use your speakerphone from your telephone, just hold the damn mic like it's working. That's what I be doing now. And people be like, hey, her microphone Bluetooth. They ain't Bluetooth. This bitch wireless. I took the wire off the bitch.
Do you care if I leave that in the show?
Leave that in the show.
Well, going back to things that you did not expect, you had an incident at the hotel room you were staying at. Do you mind talking about that?
Oh my God. The hotel I tell you, was absolutely beautiful. But when I was going upstairs to take a nap, and the lady claimed she had changed them sheets, I seen doo-doo on the damn sheet.
Okay.
I, I, I just couldn't believe it. Somebody had some shit on the sheets, on the side, on the little mattress pad. So I guess when she changed the sheets, she didn't pull the sheets all the way down top of the mattress pad.
Uh-huh.
And on the mattress pad, it was shit.
Oh
I
man.
said, oh my God. This Steven gonna walk in the room to me, no, it's chocolate. I say chocolate my ass.
No, I'm assuming that the TV show paid for everything, and
Yeah, they did.
that included the room you were staying in. But did they book you in that hotel room, or is that one that you booked yourself?
No, they booked us in the hotel.
Okay, so how did everything work out in the end? Because since they paid for it, it's not like you can get your money back or anything. Did they hook you up?
All I asked was, I think I asked him for a shot of tequila and a Heineken. And so
Okay.
he's like, well, we normally give out a complimentary breakfast, but since you were so upset about your sheets, it was not, it should never happen. He gave me a voucher for $20 to get me a tequila and a Heineken. But you know what
Wow.
I did?
What's that?
I went upstairs and fell asleep till the next morning. When I woke up, it was time to go home. I was like, oh my God, I never get to drink.
Damn.
Because I was tired. I was with them all day. I had to get up early. It was like 4 hours because I never knew I had to act, So I really just thought I was going out for an interview. I didn't know they were going to make me put that costume on. I didn't know they had my little ankle dash. I didn't know none of that stuff. I was like, oh my God. I did not know I was going to be doing all this.
Well, it was a lot of fun watching that. I had a great time, and it sounds like you did too. I want to thank you for being on this episode and for being part of the We Don't Have Cookies family. Is there anything that you want to say before we go?
Yes. Keep supporting your girl, Rhoda Young, reporting live on the scene. Come out and support me at Funny Bones if you can. And watch out for my reality show that's coming out soon.
And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the podcast. It's available on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, SiriusXM Spoke, Spotify, and everywhere podcasts are available, including Roku and YouTube. That's it for this episode. I'll talk to you Monday.
This is for the young one. Straight for number Jesus. I got my girl Queen Boss with me. But to this up. This is for the young lad. I'm on a scene of this bitch. Right now. I'm gonna record all this shit. Right now. I'm on a scene of this bitch. Right now. I'm gonna record all this shit. Right now. I pull up before the news crew. Deliver more information than the news do. They don't wanna talk about it. I said all. Places they won't go, I'm there on the call. We out here for a reason. Voice for the people, yeah, they need me. Look, I say we out here for a reason. Voice for the people, yeah, they need me. I'm on the scene of this bitch. Right now, I'm gonna record all this shit. Right now, I'm on the scene of this bitch. Right now, I'm gonna record all this shit. Right now. Shout out to Hit Live Studios, Virginia Beach. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. At Rhoda Young, reporting live. Yeah, I'm out here for a reason. I'm on the scene of this bitch.
I seen doo-doo on a damn sheet.